Egyptologists have just announced they've discovered a 2,000-year-old mummy, but something was a little different about this one. As archaeologists and researchers went in for a closer look, they noticed that the mummy had a golden tongue. The Antiquities Ministry said the finding was made at Alexandria's Taposiris Magna temple, and that during the excavation they found 16 burials. Egyptologists said that after the individual had passed on, they were immediately given a golden tongue, and this was done for the sole purpose of them being able to speak before the high court of the god Osiris in the afterlife. Ancient Egyptians had a strong relationship with their gods, and they believed that Osiris ruled the underworld and would judge the dead. The researchers also found that Osiris was decorated on the linen of one of the mummies. Lead archaeologist Kathleen Martinez of the University of Santo Domingo was cited by the Antiquities Ministry as saying this is an incredible discovery. The Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities uploaded the following statement. The Egyptian Dominican Mission of the University of Santo Domingo, headed by Dr. Kathleen Martinez, working at the Taposiris Magna Temple in western Alexandria, succeeded in discovering 16 burials in the rock-cut tombs that were popular in the Greek and Roman eras. Within these shafts were a number of mummies in poor state of preservation. Inside is what highlights the characteristics of mummification in Greek and Roman eras, as it was found remnants of gilded cartonnage, in addition to amulets of gold foil in the form of a tongue that was placed in the mouth of the mummy, and this was done in a special ritual to ensure their ability to speak in the afterlife before the Osirian court. Dr. Kathleen Martinez explained that among the most important of these mummies are 2 mummies that were preserved in the remains of scrolls and parts of the cartonnage, the first with remains of gilding and bearing gilded decorations showing the god of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, while the other mummy wears a crown, decorated with horns and the cobra snake at the forehead. The chest of the mummy shows a gilded decoration representing the wide necklace from which hangs the head of a falcon, the symbol of the god of Horus. Dr. Khalid Abu El-Hamed, Director General of the Alexandria Antiquities, said that during this season the mission found a number of archaeological discoveries, the most important of which is a funeral mask for a woman, 8 golden flakes representing the leaves of the golden wreath, and 8 masks of marble dating back to the Greek and Roman eras, and these show high craftsmanship in sculpture and depiction of the features of its owners. It's worth noting that during the last 10 years the mission found an important group of archaeological finds that changed our perception of the temple of Taposiris Magna, where a number of coins bearing the name and image of Queen Cleopatra was found inside the temple walls, in addition to many parts and statues and temple grounds, which were adorned in the past to reveal the temple foundation panels, which proved it was built by King Ptolemy." End quote. This isn't the only recent discovery that's been made in Egypt. Archaeologists and researchers have said that for the last few years they've made some great strides in uncovering artifacts of the past. One of the most recent ones to be announced was that of new mummies that were discovered and dated to be 2,500 years old. In the ancient burial grounds of Saqqara, archaeologists made the greatest discovery of 2020. They found 40 funeral statues and over 100 painted wooden coffins, some of which still had mummies inside. The coffins date back 2,500 years and have been so well preserved that they're nearly in perfect condition. They likely belong to very wealthy people. Experts x-rayed one of the mummies, still wrapped in cloth, and determined that it was most likely a male around 40 years old. They also found funeral masks, canopic jars and amulets. Their findings also provided more knowledge about mummifications from that period of time. Zahi Hawass, an Egyptologist, said this discovery proves that Saqqara was the main burial site of the 26th dynasty, those that ruled from the 600s BC to 525 BC. Saqqara has several burial sites, and many significant archaeological finds have been discovered in the city. Since September, around 140 sealed sarcophagi have been revealed from the area, all containing mummies. archaeologists expect to continue making new discoveries in 2021. The discovered artifacts and coffins will soon be on display at museums in Cairo. One of these museums will be the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is now under construction near the Giza pyramids. It should open sometime this year, and these new discovered artifacts are expected to bring in new visitors. Experts hope these discoveries will bring tourism to Egypt, since it has decreased over the past several years due to political turmoil. There's still many Egyptian discoveries that have left people to question how they came to be. Some historians have been questioning the true age of the Egyptian pyramids. Whilst we actively assume that the ancient Egyptians built these impressive monuments, many now believe that the Great Pyramids of Giza may have been built by lost civilization. This idea is fueled by the materials of the Sphinx. People currently think that the Sphinx has been made from a natural rock, carved into the iconic shape before sand covered the area. This suggests that long prior to the ancient Egyptians arriving, the land had been fertile. This has been theorized by Malcolm Hutton and Jerry Cannon. Cannon explained the following: "You can't carve a rock when it's under sand." This theory prompted further research. The pair carried on theorizing and gathering more evidence. Their calculations indicated that the Sphinx and the pyramids had been built around 12,500 years ago, nearing towards the Ice Age. Some people have suggested that incredibly advanced civilizations lived on Earth. Some even name Atlantis as an example. Through their society's creations and breakthroughs, they were allegedly wiped out and destroyed through flooding. These theorists continue to explain that the sunken city of Atlantis had structures similar to the Egyptian pyramids. We continue to discover plenty of Egypt's secrets, but many remain hidden. Many of the ideas that people create simply conflict and criticize existing ideas. This constant changing and revising of ideas leaves us with many unanswered questions, and perhaps we won't ever find the solutions. So what do you make of these recent Egyptian discoveries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.